Welcome to your Unity Yoga Pilates practice. Today will very much be yoga and Pilates. It'll be probably like 50-50 with some fusion exercises, some dynamic yoga postures. We'll be working the core, a lot in the side body today, kind of the hips and the waistline area. I do consider this an intermediate practice. If you are not an intermediate practitioner or if any of the postures or moves are a challenge for you, I always encourage you to modify. I will give you modifications. Don't do anything that is causing you pain or discomfort. You know, you can work through a challenging posture, but it's better to do it well with good form than poorly and risk hurting yourself. So I think that's it. We will start sitting actually today. Bring your feet in front of you in a sort of diamond position, Baddha Konasana, bound angle or butterfly. Diamond tends to be more out here, bound angle more close in. Just be comfortable right now. Ideally, you want to sit up really tall. We don't want to be collapsing onto our ribs. So for me, that means my feet need to be further out. Roll those shoulders down and back. You can use your arms to sort of press against the thighs here, just gently beginning to open up the hips. And begin to connect to your breath, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. You can always exhale through the mouth if you prefer. In Pilates, we like to exhale through the mouth because it contracts the transversus abdominis muscles, and that actually builds strength there. So you can do whatever works for you. I will cue you if it's best to be exhaling through the mouth on some of these Pilates positions. But for right now, if you're able, we want to slow our heart rate. We want to focus. So it's nice to inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Nice and slow and steady. Good, and then go ahead and fold over, releasing your head. Let the head drop down, let the shoulders relax. Breathe into the back body. Let the back release. Good, and then go ahead and roll yourself up. Extend your legs out in front of you. Deep inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, just release forward. Again, let the head drop, let the back body round. Flexing your feet back towards your face. Take a couple breaths there. And bring yourself up. Coming to the top of your mat, we're going to do a couple rolling exercises today that are within the Pilates practice. So if rolling doesn't work on your back, if that hurts your back, your spine, your hips, if your floor is really hard, you can just balance or skip it all together. So if you're going to roll, you're going to lift your feet up here. Think about bringing your spine long and tall to begin. So shoulders pull down and back, keeping the feet and legs fairly close to the body. Sit up tall, pull the belly button in. To make the roll happen, we bring our chin to our chest, we rock back through our hips, pull the belly button in. You'll start to curve and then you won't be able to balance. You'll roll back to your shoulders and then roll yourself up using your core strength, and see if you can do that without tapping your feet down. Try to avoid going all the way back onto your head and to your neck. So it requires a certain amount of control. And we don't want to be smacking down onto the mat. You want to try to go down one vertebra at a time and try to come up one vertebra at a time. Good. Do one more wherever you are and then bring yourself up to sit. Good. And place those feet on the mat, about hips distance apart. Let's hinge back, beginning to work our abdominals, extending the arms out in front of you. If that's ever too much, you can hold on to your thighs. Otherwise, extending the arms. The belly button is in, the chest is lifted. Avoid collapsing into this. Stay lifted. From here, we're just going to march our feet. Pick up one leg, pick up the other leg. Pull it, start as you go. Start pulling that leg a little bit closer to your chest, whatever your hips and whatever flexibility will allow. But notice my upper body, my torso isn't moving. We're just lifting, marching, marching, marching. We'll be working a fair bit in that kind of hip area. So this is just beginning to move that, and also, of course, beginning to work your core. Good, finish on the opposite side from where you started. For me, it was the left. Place that foot down. Bring your hands to prayer to heart center. Make sure you're still lifted. And twist your elbow towards the floor, back to center. Exhale to twist, inhale back to center. This is one, if you want to use the exhale through your mouth, it's a great time to do that. Some people prefer more of a, you can do that as well. I just like breathing through the lips. For me, it works. Good, again, finish on the opposite side from where you started. Back to center. Extend the arms, pull the belly button in, and roll yourself all the way down to the mat. Good. Give yourself a stretch here. Reach the arms overhead. Reach the legs down below. I have a block in my way. Stretching long. Had a little yawn. Good. Bring the arms back. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug and a little rock from side to side. Okay, so bring your knees over your hips. As they get close to your body, this becomes easier. As they get further from your body, it becomes harder, okay? So you want to challenge yourself, but as always, we don't want our back to arch. So pull the belly button towards the spine, imprint that low back onto the mat. We're going to move same arm, same leg. So I'm going to do the left leg since you'll be able to see it the left side. Left leg's going to go out, left arm's going to reach up overhead, and then it's going to come back. And then the right. So with everything with Pilates, the lower the leg goes and the lower the arm goes to the floor, the harder it is. So here would be easier, harder, 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 without letting that back arch. So you decide. Good, and just keep switching sides. It's a tiny pause as you extend, pulling the belly button in. Are you feeling this yet? Good, one more each side. Finishing on the opposite from where you started. Good, and pull the knees into the chest. Letting it go. Place the feet on the mat. Wide stance with the feet right now. And just swish those legs back and forth. Releasing the hips. Good, come back to center. Bring the feet close to the body. If you have a block, see now I pushed it out of the way, I can't reach it. If you have a block or something similar, a ball, a pillow would work. Put this between your knees and squeeze it. Bring the feet fairly close to the body. Squeeze against that block. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then lift the hips up as you continue to squeeze that block. When we use the Pilates balls, I always say I want you to try to pop it. You're not going to pop a block, but you can squeeze against it. Rock up on your toes and back down. Rock up and down. Up to toes or the balls of your feet, not really your toes. Up and down. Just breathing steadily here. Inhaling through nose, exhaling through either nose or mouth. Think about contracting the glutes. Think about squeezing the inner thigh. Good. Lift up and hold. Can you lift the hips up a little bit higher? And then let's just do a few squeezes, pulsing up. So notice what a tiny movement it is. You're up almost as high as you can go, and then you're just pressing a little bit higher. If it's too much on the balls of your feet, you can lower your heels down. When you're on the balls of your feet, you're also working those calf muscles. Good, and lower that all the way down. Remove the block, place it off to the side. Hug the right knee into the body, extend the left leg along the mat. And just make some hip circles with this right leg. So holding onto your shin, just rotate it through the hip socket. Just taking long breaths in and out through the nose. Not fast, as slow as you want to go. If you want to go slower than me, that's fine. Reverse direction on that. Doesn't matter which direction you go first. Just work the hip one direction and the other direction. Good. Place that foot on the floor. Bring the left knee in. Hug it into the chest. Extend the right leg long along the mat. Squeezing that left leg in. And the same thing on this side. Using the shin, holding onto the shin. Circle one direction. Take some nice deep breaths. And release that, circle the other direction. Moving through that hip. Good, and then hug both these into the chest. All right, we are gonna do corkscrew today, which is the two legs working together, and I'm gonna give you additions to it. I may even show you the full version if you wanna try the full version. You can always have palms beside your body, or you can sit kind of on top of your hands. That helps support your low back. You decide what feels better for you. Legs are gonna come straight up from the hips. So this time they're not starting out here, they're gonna go out there, but they're also not lifting back towards your face. You wanna keep your glutes on the ground. So right over the hips, toes can be pointed or flexed or just relaxed. Don't worry too much about it, but squeeze your feet together. They're working as a unit. So we're gonna make big circle one direction. It's gonna go across, swoop down as low as you wanna go, but without arching your back. Swoop back up around and stop at the top. It's called corkscrew because now it goes the other direction. We inhale through the first half, exhale through the second half. Inhale, exhale to the top. 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 If you'd like to add to this, it's a little lift and lower with control. So inhale, exhale, lift and lower. Other direction. Inhale, exhale, lift and lower. Good. Inhale, exhale, lift and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift and lower. Now, if you'd like, you can lift all the way up to a shoulder stand and you come back down with control. So we're gonna do 2 more complete cycles. You can do it with the little teeny lift, without the little teeny lift, or you add this big lift. So it's an inhale, exhale, you lift to shoulder stand, and then slow and controlled all the way down. Lift up. Trying not to let the feet go back. See, my feet aren't way back here. They stay pointed towards the ceiling. And lower down. Inhale, exhale. Tiny lift or big lift. I do point my toes in this. That's totally out of habit because that's how I learned this. Because I learned a very pure style of Pilates when I was first learning Pilates. So the habits don't always die. Good. And lower those feet down. Press up to shoulder bridge. Stretching through the abs. Good, rock yourself up. We're gonna rock it one more time today in tabletop. So knees come up over hips, legs extend out. You're gonna hold on to ankles or calves. It's the same idea. We don't wanna smack down. We wanna pull the belly button in, roll the shoulders, roll back up, and see if you can maintain the integrity of your legs so they don't bend or straighten any more than this. So you stay in that perfect right angle. One more time, and back up. From here, extend one leg, and bounce. It's not way out to the side, it's within that hip joint. Lower it down, extend the other, just a slight angle. So if 12 o'clock were right in front of you, the left leg is only going out to maybe 10 or 11 o'clock. And down, and the right leg is going to like the 1 or the 2. And down, and if you want, both legs extend. Stay lifted, shoulders down and back. Spine long and tall. If you want to challenge yourself, you can extend those arms straight out to the side. Good. Bring the legs together. Bring the arms in front. Place the feet down. Come over onto your hands and knees into tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hip, just a couple cow pats. Get that spinal column moving. Inhale. Exhale through nose or mouth. Inhale. Exhale through nose or mouth. Good, last time. Okay, extend your right arm, or whichever one you want to do, but I'm going to cue the right side. So you're going to extend your right arm, give it a twist, look up to the right side, thread that arm through, reach the arm across the mat, and you're going to put your right cheek or your right temple on the mat. Bring the left hand next to it, but the hand is on the floor and the elbow is bent. Good. Can you first square your hips? So we'll all tend to twist and rock here. See if you can square your hips off. And now extend your left leg along the mat. Good. And then can you lift that leg up? So you can choose to stay here with the left leg extended. You can choose to lift the leg and balance. Or if you'd like the final challenge, you bend the knee in towards that left elbow and extend. Bend the knee in and extend. So you're just bending it towards the body. It might hit, like I got it right at the elbow. You might hit your armpit. It might be down at your wrist. It might not reach your arm. That's okay. Do 3 and 2. Last one. Good. Place that knee down, square back off your hips, extend your left arm out in front of you, square the hips. They love to twist, so just keep thinking, where are my hips? Are they parallel to the mat? And just stretch that left arm out in front for a moment. Right hand can be palm up or palm down. Good. Drag that left hand back, press back up to all fours, and we'll do it on the other side. So my back will be to you. So extend the left arm. Turn and look overhead. And then thread the needle, reaching the left arm through. Place the left cheek or the left temple on the mat. Right hand is bent. I'm just going to turn around because I don't want y'all to not be able to hear me. Right hand on the mat. Up near the top. Square those hips off. Extend the right leg long. Good. So you can just stay here and enjoy this shoulder stretch. If you'd like, you can try to extend that right leg. That might be enough for you. If you want, bend the knee in, trying to bring it towards the elbow, and extend. Bend it in, and extend. I just learned this one. I don't know what this name is, but I like it. But then, not everybody likes what I like. You're going to get a few new ones today. I've been taking a lot of online classes too, so I love that because I learned new tricks. Bring that knee in, and extend. Good. Place that foot down. Bring the knee back in, extend the right arm, square off your hips. See, mine got real twisted. Square the hips, right arm extends. And just stretch there for a moment. Good, slide that right hand back, push yourself up. Reach the hands out in front of you, curl your toes under you. Reach those hands far and sit back in puppy posture. So your head comes down towards the mat, your spine extends and your hips press back, but they basically stay over knees. They don't go down to your feet. Take a deep breath there. Good, walk back up. Bring the hands in just a little bit, and we're going to press up to our first downward facing dog. So jogging through here, bending one knee, bending the other knee. So if down dog is not appropriate for you, if you can't be inverted like this, then you can always just come to all fours. And if you ever need a break, you come to child's pose. So then press both heels towards the mat. Try to roll the shoulders away from your ears. We don't want the shoulders creeping up by the ears. Don't worry about pressing your chest to your legs. Think about pushing your sit bones up to the sky. Good. Walk both feet towards your hands, letting yourself hang over for a moment. Let your knees be bent so your back is rounded, releasing those hamstrings. And then roll up, restacking one vertebra on top of the next till you come up. Big extension with the arms up. Good. Exhale, bring those arms down by the side. Bring the hands to the shoulders and just make some circles with the shoulders. One direction. And reverse that direction. Good. Arms down to the side, shake it out. Okay, find that alignment now. Feet in the mat. Hips supporting, so they're not tilted forward or back. They're in that neutral position. Belly in, abdominals supporting. Gluteals contracted. Ribs drawn in, shoulders down and back. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're not going to do so many sun salutations today, so don't worry, those of you who don't love these. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, float forward. We're going to pause here. We're going to inhale, sliding up. Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Hold here. Try not to lock your knees. Pull the belly button in, try to make the back flat. You're looking down and a point out in front of you, but on the floor, probably not on the mat, it's on the floor in front of you. And release down. Again, inhale, come up. Halfway, exhale, let it go. Inhale, come up, halfway. Exhale, let it go. Bring the hands to the mat, stepping the right foot back, followed by the left foot. Holding here in your plank position. Anytime we're in plank, you always have the option of dropping down to knees. From here in your plank, lift your right foot up and hold it. Lift your left foot up and hold it. Optional add-on here. Lift the right foot up, push back and forward, put that foot down. Left foot up, push back, push forward, put it back down. Take a look and notice that my hips don't go up in the air. I stay perfectly parallel. Keep the belly button pulled in, keep the gluteal muscles contracted, and see if you can maintain the integrity of your plank. Good. Finish on the opposite side from where you started. Lower all the way down to the mat. Good. Inhale, slide those hands out, popping up into your Sphinx. So our first spinal extension, we'll be doing a fair amount of work on the back today as well. So pulling the belly button in, rolling the shoulders down and back, contracting the gluteals. Good, just pausing here for a moment. So probably 4 sun salutations, but they're all going to be like this. We're going to be kind of taking pauses and doing different things. And release that down. Slide your hands back under your shoulders, curl your toes under, push yourself up through plank, and then back to your downward facing dog. Extend your right leg up in the air, bend the right knee, drop it towards the left, and similar to what we did while we're on the floor, go ahead and make circles with that leg. So you're rotating through the hip here. Big giant circles in that hip joint. And then reverse, it doesn't matter what direction you do first. Good, extend it up, come back to center. Good. Bend this knee, come in. We've done this before where the knee comes to the elbow. Pause here. Again, you can always drop down on the left knee. It's like a zipper. We drop that knee down to the wrist and zip it back up to the elbow. Down to the wrist and zip it back up. And 4, 3, 2, last one, zip it up to the elbow and then bring that right foot all the way forward, plant it down. Wiggle the right foot up so knee is over your ankle. Left hand comes to the mat, twisting up, extend that right arm, push through the back heel. Deep breath in. Good, placing that right hand down, step the left foot up, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slide halfway up. And exhale, go ahead and come down, stepping the left foot back this time, followed by the right, coming to plank. Good, this time we're going to do a couple things. We're going to tap with the hands first. So feet about hips distance or wider. Pick either hand up and tap the other hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick the opposite hand up and tap across for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can always drop to knees. You can also always just hold the plank. Bring the feet together. Step one foot out. Tap it back in. Opposite foot out and back in. Good. Nice and controlled. Out and in for 3, for 2. Last one. Lower all the way down to the mat. Good. Sliding back up into that Sphinx, and we're going to do single leg kicks today. So it's an exhale, exhale, exhale through the mouth as we kick the leg. The idea here is to not let the whole body move. Stay rooted. I'm going to scooch back just a tiny bit. I'm about to slide out of the bottom of your frame. Good. That's better. Okay. So from Sphinx, Inhale, kick the right foot. Inhale, resist it down. Left foot. Inhale, resist like there's a rubber band. Right foot, 2, 3. Inhale, resist. Kick, kick, kick. Inhale, resist. Last one. Good, release that all the way down. Slide the hands back under the shoulders, curl the toes under, press up to plank, push back to down dog, and pause here in your down dog. Okay, from this down dog, extend the left leg up, bending that knee, big circles, either direction. It doesn't matter what way you start. Circling around. Pause and reverse that. Big circles the other way. I couldn't quite find my circle. Good, pause that, extend the leg straight up. All right, so we're gonna hinge forward. We're gonna bring that leg outside to the elbow, and then we're gonna zipper it down to the wrist and press back up. Zipper it down and up. Again, you could drop to that right knee, just like this, to modify it. Always modify it. And 3, and 2. Last one, zip it up, swing the right foot forward, or left foot forward, sorry. Right hand on the mat, twisting to the left. Extend the left arm. Push back to the right heels. I guess you only have one heel on the right. Bring the hand to the front, bring the foot to the front, forward fold. Coming all the way up on the inhale. Exhale. Okay, we're gonna come to chair posture, but we're gonna add some movement in our chair posture. You're gonna make your hands in fists. Sometimes these are called fists of fire. We're gonna do some faster movement here. So, come into your chair. So feet hips distance. Definitely not as narrow as a normal chair, but no wider than hips. Pushing the hips back, knees stay over ankles rather than tracking forward, right? Extend those arms, pull the shoulders down and back. So we're going to come to standing, and then we're going to come back to this chair. So it's really important to feel this chair in your body. You want to find it each time. Inhale, exhale through the mouth. Those fists of fire. Inhale. Inhale. Good. Inhale, sit down. Exhale, really squeezing as you exhale up. And 3. And 2. Last one, extend, holding chair posture now. Take a breath. Good, forward fold. Extend the back up, flat back, hands to shins. Placing the hands on the mat, step either foot back, coming to plank. Good, you're gonna come to a side plank. I'm gonna come to the left side so that I'm facing you. So left hand on the mat, in your side plank, right arm extends. Option to lift and lower the top leg. You can do this with your knee on the floor, the left knee on the floor, and you can do the lift and lower from there. For 3, for 2, last one. Take the right hand just to guide yourself down to the mat. Come onto your forearm, left forearm on the mat. Right leg comes across, foot plants on the mat, left leg is extended. You're going to push off this forearm and push off the hip to press up. The right hand comes to the hip and lift up. For 5, for 4, you know what, let's do 8. That was 6, let's do 2 more. I lied. Now last one. Good. Flip over onto your tummy. We're down here on the mat. Open up your legs, about mat's distance or so. Bring your hands beside your body, making a W. So like cactus position, elbows bent, palms parallel to the floor. Good. We're going to lift up and lower down. Let's lift legs and upper body. So legs lift up, upper body lifts up. So glutes are contracting here. And lower down. Inhale up. Inhale up. And 2. Last one. Bring your forearms in, forearms on the mat. Press yourself up to a low plank. And we're just going to hold this. Belly button in. Gluteals contracted. Inhaling through nose or through mouth. Slide the hands back, coming up to a full plank, and press yourself back, downward facing dog. Shoulders down and back, heels driving towards the mat. Take a deep breath here again, taking the opportunity to come to child's pose or all fours anytime you need it. Good, step the right foot forward, coming into a high plank, rising up in your high plank. And one of my favorite are high plank dips. So you're gonna be bending your back knee down towards the mat. Good, 6 and 5, 4, 3. So the front knee bends, but the focus is on the back leg. Good, press up. Extend that front leg, step the back foot a little bit forward. The heel doesn't have to find a mat, but both legs straight. And just forward fold over that front leg. Okay, so hopefully you find yourself here, which was somewhere where I lost you. I was saying you might want a block for your front hand. We're going to come to crescent. So you're going to put your weight on your right foot. You're going to put the right hand on a block or on the floor. Turn to your left. Left leg extends. Left arm extends. And we'll hold here. If you would like I said, the hand can go on the block. That often facilitates that. If you want to add a stretch here, you can bring that left leg around and grab hold of your ankle. And just hold there and breathe. If you've grabbed that ankle, go ahead and extend it again. Press yourself up, plant that foot down. Find your high lunge again. So right knee is bent, hands at heart center. Nice deep lunge without tracking out over the toes. Coming to power lunge, hinging forward, arms extend, chest is lifted off that right thigh, but it's stretching towards it. And then we're going to launch this into warrior 3. Back leg extends, left leg in my case, arms are reaching forward, back is parallel to the floor. Foot is flexed. You're really pushing that left leg away. And we're going to come to chair. Left foot finds the floor, hands at heart center, chair posture. Good. Extend the arms again. Fist of fire. Exhale. Inhale. 6, 4, 2, and coming to chair. Good. Forward fold. Extend that back, flat back, hands to the mat. This time stepping left foot back, followed by right. And we're going to come to our side plank on our right. I'm going to just switch so that I don't have my backs to y'all. Side plank on our right. Good. Extend the left arm. Lift the right leg, or the left leg rather, the top leg, and lower it. So the right knee, or whatever the bottom knee is, can be on the mat, and you could still lift that leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, lowering yourself down onto the mat, bringing the forearm to the mat, extend the left leg long, bring the right knee in front of you, left knee in front of you, left foot on the mat. Bring that left hand to your hip, and we're going to press up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, release that down. Coming over onto your belly, same thing as before, separating the legs about mat's distance, bringing the hands the arms by the side in that cactus position. Inhale, lift everything up, chest lifts, leg extends, and lower. You can inhale or exhale, you decide. Maybe inhale, exhale helps to lift, that's fine. Contracting the low back, or the glutes rather, contracting the upper back. It's like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. And 2. Last one. Let's hold here, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift those arms a little higher, squeeze the gluteal muscles, shoot those legs behind you, squeeze the glutes, and release that down. Slide those forearms right under you, pressing yourself up to a low plank. Belly button pulled in, glutes are parallel to the floor. Inhaling and exhaling. Hold for a few more counts. Good, bring the hands under you, pressing yourself up to plank and back to your down dog. Roll those shoulders away from your ears. Press the heels into the mat. Good, coming into a high lunge, left leg swings up, swings forward, plants down, high lunge on this side. Nice bent knee in the front. Back leg is straight, chest is lifted, hands at heart. Bend the back knee down and press up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Whoop, lost my balance. Step that back foot forward a little bit so you have a more narrow stance, and then fold yourself over, giving yourself a stretch. If you like using the block for your crescent lunge, you can grab that block again. Otherwise, you're going to reach out, left hand, I'm somehow with my back to you again, left hand's on the mat, left foot is on the mat, launching up, extend that right leg, extend the right arm, turn your chest so it's parallel to the wall. Good, and then if you want that stretch, you can reach back for that ankle. Try not to grab your foot here. It's a bit better if you can hold the ankle. If you can't reach it, just skip it. Good, extend that leg long again, and bring yourself up. Once again, finding that high lunge. Coming into power lunge, so the arms extend. We're hinging forward, but not resting on our thigh. Nice deep bend in the front leg, pushing back through the back leg. Launching this into a warrior 3. Continue to push that right leg away. Reach the arms forward. Belly button pulls in. Good, place that foot on the floor, finding chair, sitting low in your chair. Chest lifts, hips sit back. Coming up onto toes if you'd like, a little bit of a challenge. Can you drop a little lower? Sometimes you'll find you can bend your knees and you'll find you can sit up more tall. Good, let's just forward fold into this, release the head. Release the arms and let yourself go. Shaking, shaking. Bend the knees, bring either foot back, coming to plank. We're going to do our push-ups here. So let's do wide push-ups, make our life a little bit easier. So hands go wide, hands turn slightly, and elbows are going to flare out to the side. Of course, you can do this from knees. Inhale to lower down, exhale to push back up. We'll just do 6. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Walk those hands back under the shoulders. Push up to your down dog, heels into the mat, and then walk your feet back towards your hands, letting yourself hang down. Bend the knees, and come all the way up. Good. Balancing here, rooted in the mat. My mat's like sliding all around this carpet today. Super slippy. I'm not sliding, but my mat seems to be scooching that way. Okay. Rooted in our right foot. Lifting the left leg up. Good, and then can we open and twist? So you don't have to extend the arms. You can in fact hold on to your leg here if you want. So we're not pulling the leg across. The leg's staying where it is. You're twisting your torso. And then if you want, you're extending those arms. If you feel like taking this to the next challenge, you can reach that front hand down, grab the toe, whoop, catch your balance if you're talking while doing this, and extend the leg. Good. Come back facing front, grab hold of the leg, keep it lifted, and then let go and still see if you can keep it lifted, keep it lifted, keep it lifted, and lower that leg down. Good, inhale up. Forward fold, grab the big toes with your peace fingers and pull your heads downwards. Bend the knees, drop the hips, roll yourself up. Good. Other side, which is actually the harder side for me, so we'll see how it goes. Lift the right leg up. Hands at heart. Turning to the right. So again, a nice way to start is to put that hand on the thigh. Extend the right arm back. Extend the left arm forward. You can definitely just stay here. If you're feeling daring, reach down, grab that toe, and extend the leg. Continue twisting the torso. When you're ready, turn the head back forward, grab hold of that calf with both hands. Trying to stay tall for this one. Trying to keep that leg lifted. And then can you release the legs? Look, ma, no hands. Hands to heart center. And lower that leg down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, hands find the mat. Walk yourself out. Coming to plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift up to cobra. Pause for a moment here. Pull those elbows against the ribs. Pull the shoulders down and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And push up and back. Coming to child's pose. Let the head find the mat. Breathing into it. Good, go ahead and come up. Spin your legs around. Come onto your backs. All right, this is a combination stretch abdominal work. You know, eagle that we do in the standing position, we're going to do it down here. So lift those legs up, cross right over left, and wrap them around. Bring your arms in front of you, and bring left arm over right, and wrap them around. Lift the elbows towards the sky. So hands are dropping back towards your forehead, elbows are up. Good, push the knees away from you, pull the elbows back and away. Good, we're going to crunch up and lower down. Elbows tap knees. And 4. And 3. Never arching the back. And 2. Last one. Good. Open the arms. Cactus the arms. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the hips drop open. Take a deep breath. Let everything open for a moment. Good, lift the legs back up. This time, cross the opposite. Left arm over left leg over right, right arm over left. Lift the elbows up, crunch up, and release. And 6, 5, 4, 3, and last one. Good. And again, arms out, soles together. Take an inhale through the nose. Let it go. Lion breath. Inhale. Stick out the tongue, let it go. Last time. Good. Bring the feet up. Arms down by the side. Actually, leave the arms where they are. Separate your feet about mat's distance. And shift the hips to one side, to the other side. Rotating again through the hips, the low back. Let the legs drop down to one side. Press both shoulders into the mat. Press both knees towards the mat, even if they don't make it. That back knee might not make it. And then turn your head. So I went to the left, turning my head and looking over the right. And then stack your legs. So now we're more in a spinal twist. Bring the legs parallel. Keep pressing that right shoulder into the mat. Keep turning and looking over the right shoulder. Good. Roll back to center. Step those feet wide again. Swish them a couple times. And then the next one, drop them down to the right or whatever side you didn't do last. Let them release down. Turn your head and look over your left shoulder. Pressing both shoulders towards the mat. Pressing both knees towards the mat, even if they don't make it. And then stacking the knees, bringing them parallel. So you're in more of a spinal twist this time. Turning and looking over the left. Good, come back to center. Hugging both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Placing the left foot on the floor, extend the right leg up. Let the left leg come up to meet it. Place the right foot down. Bring the right leg up to meet it. Both legs up, palms to the mat, belly button in. Back flat on the floor. Press the right heel away and slowly, 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 really pushing through the heel as low as you can go without arching your back. And then pull it back up. Inhale. Push it away, push it away, push it away. Continue breathing, inhaling again. Exhaling, lowering the other leg. Good. And pull that all the way back up. And press both heels away, pushing. Really think about stretching that hamstring. You won't get as low. I'm shaking. You don't want the back to arch. And pull it back up. Good. Bend the knees, coming into happy baby. Let yourself rock from side to side. Bringing the soles of the feet together, lowering those feet on the mat. Placing one hand on your abdomen, right about your belly button. The other hand on your heart center, right in your solar plexus. Let your arms drop out to the side. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose and just let it go through the mouth. Inhale again. Sighing it out. Last time. Pause in here for a moment. Continuing to breathe, inhaling through the nose, and letting the exhale come back to the nose now. Let the arms come down to the sides, palms facing up. Let the legs extend. And before we do final Shavasana, one little thing to do, which feels quite cool. You can have palms down for a moment. Flex your feet so your heels are here on the mat. I'm just making sure I'm totally on the mat because if my feet slip off, it doesn't work. You're going to pump your feet so the whole body rocks. So you want your heels to stay where they are and the whole body rocks. And if your spine is really relaxed, your head will start to nod, but don't nod it. Just move the feet and pump the spine. Pump. Pump. It looks a little funny. It's sort of Kundalini-esque. I don't know if it is Kundalini specifically, but it feels really good. So pump it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and let it go. Feels kind of tingly in the body. Turn the palms up, let the feet relax out. Inhale. Again, just let all that air out. And then breathe in through your nose and out through your nose for your final relaxation in Savasana. begin to reawaken, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles, letting your head just roll from side to side. And draw your knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug. And again, just let that rock from side to side. And then gently rocking yourself up to sit or coming to one side and pressing yourself up. Coming to a seat. Crossing legs in front. Keeping those eyes closed for a moment. Letting hands drape in the lap. Taking a moment to feel this in your body. Hopefully feeling energized to the hips, through the core. Reinvigorated, yet calm and relaxed. Inhale, extending the arms up overhead. Bringing your gaze up to the ceiling. Watch your hands as they press together and then follow them down to heart center. Bowing your head forward in gratitude for your practice, for your body, for sharing your energy, for your time. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.